Here's a list of projects that I have built and spent time on that are now completely obsolete. Number 1, and this never really had any purpose, is the Most Handsome Man in Chicago. It's at mosthandsomemaninchicago.com. Doesn't do anything. It's just funny. Although I guess what would count, it does show up if you Google Most Handsome Man in Chicago. It does show up as the first website, so I guess that is something. It does something. I made a website called walkunder.com, which is basically just a resource on how not to get wet when you're walking in the rain. It was more of an art project than anything else. Like, this is the tall man sign. If you see a sign that's vertical like this, it's extra dangerous to walk underneath because the water will travel down it. This doesn't really solve it. Nobody was looking for this. This was just like an art project idea, and I spent like a few days on it. Next, there's boardintheclub.com. I spent so much time on this. It was a pretty good idea. It's a series of iPhone shortcuts, little iPhone programs for when you're in a crowded public space, like a concert or a bar. It's obsolete, though, because most of it was based off of airdrops. And as I finished building this, I realized a recent Apple update had taken away universal airdropping. So you can't just airdrop to random people anymore. You have to have had it turned on, and it'll only stay turned on for like 10 minutes. So realistically, I can't use these shortcuts anymore because nobody has airdrop turned on. There was one shortcut that I made that isn't obsolete now and I still use. It's called Too Loud. It doesn't require airdrop or anything like that. Basically, you just type something into the shortcut and it will create a big thing on your screen that says the message, which is really nice if you don't want to yell to the bartender, for example, that, oh, I want a rum and coke, please. Like, you just show them on your phone super easily so you can save your own voice. So that's kind of not obsolete, but like the other 6 shortcuts in it don't work anymore. Speaking of other obsolete iPhone things, I built this thing called Neat Receipt. It's a big, complicated iPhone program. It took me like a few days to make that basically saves receipts on your phone when you take pictures of them. But now that is obsolete too, because Apple's new iPhone update on the Photos app just sorts receipts into a little folder of their own, so it's really easy to go and find them if you just take a picture. So that's it. I've got a few more obsolete things that I've made and created, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments. I can make more videos like this because there's plenty of stuff that I have created that has gone nowhere.